Infamous Jay Moore, it's your show today. How are you?
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, here we're back. It's a Saturday afternoon, a beautiful cloudy day in Niagara Falls, Canada. Infamous Jay Moore show with me, Pat Porter.
Right.
Yeah, you're all dressed up. What's the occasion today?
Today's Leander Boat Club, Pat Porter, as I'm prepping up for and ramping up for and getting ready for tonight. Happy to be back at the Leander in Hamilton.
Yeah, tonight it's the big one. It's the King Biscuit Boy tribute show tonight.
I think this could be. I'm just going to throw this out there. I think this could be our best show tonight. The Steve Strongman, who we had on Tuesday, as well as Brant Parker, who we had on Tuesday.
Carlos Del Junca.
Yeah, Carlos Del Junca. And I've been listening to a lot of Steve Strongman this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took a deep dive into Steve Strongman. I've become a big fan. 3-time Juno Award winner.
Yeah.
And Brant Parker is a legend here in Niagara as well, as you can always see him at Donnelly's. In fact, they're on now, this afternoon at Donnelly's.
He always has a special guest up there as well with him, eh?
And they're doing a doubleheader today. So he's at Donnelly's right now this afternoon and heading up to the Leander Boat Club to open up for Mr. Strongman.
Well, he's going to finish up at Donnelly's at about 6 o'clock tonight, Eastern Daylight Time.
There you go.
And then hop in the car, hop in the van, head up to Hamilton, which is about a half an hour drive.
Yeah.
And then, set up and get ready to open up for Steve Strongman and Carlos Del Junca.
Yeah, and a cheap plug for Mr. Brant Parker for the 25th of May. That's when they open up the patio at Donnelly's.
Oh, yeah.
And Steve Strongman, I believe, will be down there for that show as well. So
okay.
If the Niagara people can't make it to Hamilton, which you really should, because this is where the good stuff happens.
Yeah.
Then you'll be at the Donnelly's opening the patio May 25th.
Well, yeah, May 25th is coming up fast. Today's the 11th already.
Couple weeks.
Couple of weeks, yeah. And Trick Bag, the band from Hamilton, the famous band that Sonny Del Rio was a part of that band playing saxophone.
Yeah.
And they also played a lot with Crowbar and Kelly J with Crowbar.
Yeah, I think my good friend Lester a couple of times fronted the band at the Leander Boat Club.
Yeah, he's going to be up there tonight as well.
It'd be great if he's up there, yeah.
Yeah. Now, this acoustic set of blues from the Ronnie Koppel Memorial Chair in the foyer of the Leander Boat Club as you're coming in to welcome everybody. Mm-hmm. But you got to get your tickets early. Make sure you get them.
Well, you might as well get them at the door.
If you get them at the door, make sure you get there before the show starts.
Yeah.
Yeah. It starts at 8 o'clock? 8 o'clock till midnight tonight.
Yeah, we usually pack that building, including the outside where you can kind of smoke at the back deck there, I believe. And,
sneak out there.
But the music, it goes all night long, and we go all night long. The dance floor goes all night long, and the food and the drinks and all the merch table goes nuts all night long. And what can I say? I say?
Yeah. Hey, we're going to see some old friends up there, I'm sure, too.
Yes.
Yeah, Rob Platsko, of course, the organizer of this. He's always a lot of fun.
He's great. He's absolutely great. And
might get photographer Loretta Ward up there to take our picture.
She's always down there every now and again. I'm not sure he'll be there today because he's doesn't live in the area anymore. But Tommy Gunn was always great to see.
Tommy Gunn, yeah.
I always like seeing Tommy Gunn, the son of the great Sonny Del Rio.
Oh, yeah. Right? You can't miss Tommy. He's a tall guy with red shoes and he normally has a big hat on as well.
Now, doesn't he live out in L.A. or something now?
What's that?
I think he lives out in L.A. now.
Well, his wife, Amy Goldberg, is from Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And so he gets out there to Topanga Canyon to record his music.
Yeah.
And, he's got the pros out there in California that live there all the time.
Right.
And these guys know how to produce a record.
Yeah, and one thing I do know about him is that he did a video not long ago starring a good friend of ours, the Great Mysterion.
That's right, yeah. I've been following the Great Mysterion lately, his career, things he's doing.
Yeah, always
the guy's traveling all around.
Always busy, yeah.
Where somewhere in the Maritimes, or was it in the States, around Boston or something that he went to?
Well, this man has been doing mind reading his entire life.
Yeah.
Has never had an actual job. This is his
job.
Oh, really?
Yeah, okay.
This is what he does.
Yeah.
He's the real deal, unlike some of these posers around here that just come and go and need to put stuff on Facebook, for the sake of it. That's not Mysterion. That's not Mysterion.
No, if he puts something down there, it's for real.
It's a real deal, yeah.
What's his real name? Chris?
Yeah, Chris Doyle, maybe? I don't know. I've always called him Mysterion. It's the same deal in wrestling. None of us wrestlers really know everybody's real name. We call them by their wrestling name.
Okay.
So, Mysterion is always Mysterion to me. The Great Mysterion. Yeah.
He is, yeah. So that should be good. If you want to check his website out or check out his Facebook page, the great Mysterio.
Yeah, he's all over social
All
media.
kinds of stuff, yeah.
And for the corporates out there, a great hire. I mean, this man is really entertaining at your corporate events. I mean, look him up, Mysterion, because a great hire. And a man that's actually done America's Got Talent and these such as shows, as opposed to the posers that put it on Facebook as a
They pretend,
watermark there. That they gotta, I was here, I was there, and then you look it up and like, evidently you were not there, but okay.
Nice to you went there, you walked in, you sat down, you left.
That's right, yes.
You were there. Of course you were. Sure. You take a selfie, in front of the front door, and everybody thinks you were there.
A lot of these posers, I'm not going to mention names, but a lot of people know what I'm talking about. Like, I've often wondered, like, their credit card has got to be sky high with this expense of travel and everything else.
Well, they don't make any money.
No, they don't make any money.
They just spend money
and
trying to promote
do all
themselves.
this stuff to take a selfie at something that they're at that completely bombed in real life. But on Facebook, there's like somehow they're stars, and somehow there's a talent show in Australia where you are a striving star, and you come back and everybody, that's great.
You got kicked off in the first round, You didn't make it to the finals. You didn't win anything.
Yes, it's so transparent, but let them live their lives. Yes, let them live their lives.
That's right. We don't make a lot of money, but we do have some great sponsors and partners that help out with us, so that we can produce these podcasts. We got a show today, every Saturday.
That's right.
From 3 to 4, and we also do a show on Friday. I do that myself,
right.
And sometimes you'll call in.
Yeah.
And then we have another show Tuesday evening from 8 o'clock until 9 o'clock. So we got 3 shows going here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they all become podcasts, and they get shared all over the world.
Real deal. I'm not a talker, Pat Porter. I actually get it done. I'm in the trenches. I go to work. I don't need to be a big star. I don't mind to have a little bit of mud on my hands and get it done.
You get the job done, infamous Jay Moore. I know that for sure. One of our prime sponsors is Six Pack Recruiting. Six Pack Recruiting Sports. Mm-hmm. And you can go to that website, sixpackrecruitingsports.com or Six Pack Recruiting, and find out all about the process of a student volleyball player that might be in high school finishing up and wants to keep her career going. Well, she gets in touch with Dale Ann Melnick, and all she has to do to find out about Dale Ann Melnick is go to sixpackrecruiting.com.
Yeah, it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
There's a link there. It'll say, here's how you get in touch with Dale Ann Melnick. And Dale will call you back.
Yes.
And she'll say, okay, how many years have you been playing volleyball? Have you won awards? What have you done? What's your skill level? What do you hope to accomplish? Where do you want to go to school? And then the girl and her parents can answer these questions, and Dale can figure out exactly where she should go.
Yeah, I feel like us having Six Pack Recruiting on as a sponsor, I don't think there's a whole lot that we have to explain to in the process, because of the fact that if you call Dale Ann Melnick, she takes care of the entire process. Really, we're just getting the name out there, because a lot of people that go to volleyball, or a lot of parents that send their kids to volleyball, don't know what to do after their school's done.
No, they don't know what to do. They're not plugged into the
that's right.
The community, the volleyball community across the world.
Yes, and Dale and Melnick takes care of that. And in fact, if you go to the YouTube page under Jay Moore under YouTube, there's a podcast where you had Dale and Melnick on the telephone, and you spent about an hour with her. Yeah, and she explains the entire process, which is absolutely fascinating to listen to, because I learned something, and I think a lot of people will learn the actual process she takes you through, and it is quite fascinating.
Yeah, it is. And she places the students in. She doesn't just send them to some little rinky-dinky school somewhere in West Virginia. No, she'll send them to Duke University down in Raleigh, North Carolina, or University of Florida.
Right.
She'll send them out to Alberta, or Edmonton.
I think one of the shows that you were on with Dale that I'm talking about, one of her clients actually wanted to go to UCLA.
Yeah, and she did.
And she did that.
Yeah.
So
full scholarship.
Full scholarship. So Dale and Melnick is who to go to for this.
Sixpackrecruiting.com.
Perfect.
All right. Headquarters. The headquarters of Hairquarters is the. See how I did that? Perfect. Fairview Mall. Well, St. Catharines, that's where they are. Now, this is a great place to get your hair cut. Not only just a haircut, but you want, women want their hair colored, they want it styled, they want it designed, they want special techniques and hair services, makeup enhancement services, all that kind of thing. It's all available. You and I, we go to the barber, we get a haircut. But men want to look pretty good too, especially
Sure.
young men. They want it just trimmed and styled just perfectly.
Yeah.
And so they'll talk to the men, they'll talk to the women. They have trained stylists that can do anything. They can add volume, they can add length or color to your hair, your extensions. And the best thing to do is go down to the Fairview Mall or give them a call. Check out their website as well. Hair Quarters, you can Google that, Hair Quarters in the Fairview Mall. They also have a salon up in Bracebridge, and it's just as good as the one in St. Catharines.
Yeah.
Same training from Natalia Morlicetti. She makes sure that, her staff knows what they're doing. These guys are only professionals.
A good friend of mine, Pat Porter, and someone I introduced you to not long ago was Susie Bielecki.
Yeah, I remember her. Yeah.
She was just on Facebook. I recommended Hair Quarters just the other day because she was looking to have super modern gray tones, blending done, and dark colored hair.
Wow.
She had the concept of what she'd like to do, but would really prefer someone who is true blue pro that can hook me up. So I sent her right to Hair Quarters. I said, listen, they'll take care of you over there.
That's
Go
right.
down to the Fairview Mall.
They will. I want to see what she looks like when she comes
She
out.
look good, baby.
Well, she's a good-looking woman anyway.
Yeah, you're damn right she is.
So when she comes out of Hair Quarters,
She's gonna look good.
She
She's gonna
is.
look good.
And they pamper you there, too. They look after you, so don't be shy.
No.
Call Hair Quarters and make yourself an appointment and talk to Natalia or any of the staff in there.
That's right.
And, you're going to come out feeling better, looking better, and you're going to be a better person for it.
Yeah.
I was on the phone yesterday for about a half an hour with Angel Hernder.
Okay.
And talking about the events that are coming up, and one thing after another now.
Summer
It's all
series.
starting soon.
That's right.
Yeah. In fact, June 5th, every Wednesday, Hernders is going to be hosting a community supper market, food trucks and vendors, live music, all paired with wine, beer, and gelato. So that's every Wednesday, starting June 5th.
Yeah.
Also, you can find this all out at Hernder.com. That's
Yeah.
the website, has everything, all the events, the beer, the wine, that
They
you
have
can
their
order
own.
and have it delivered to your home.
And I must say, Pat, before you go on, what I like about the supper market is it's on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
I like that break through the week. You know what I mean? Where you don't
You
have to
need a
cook
break
any-
by
Yeah,
then.
yeah. You could just come off of work, not have to go home, not worry about dinner, none of that. Have a good time, have a couple of drinks and things going on at
Yeah.
Hernders is a great break through the week. You don't
And
have to
if
wait.
you work inside, you get a chance to sit outside on the patio.
That's the other thing. Perfect. Yeah.
Right under the escarpment there, have a few glasses of
Yeah,
wine.
and there's a
listen
lot
to
of
music.
people that I know of, including my girlfriend Ashley herself, that live in Niagara but work in Hamilton. So that's kind of a nice stop off.
Yeah.
After work, you
Sure.
know what I mean. You go down the highway a bit, and then you're at Hernders. You enjoy the supper market for a few hours, then you go home
That's
and
right.
wait for the next day.
Yeah, then she gets home and you're there. And
I
she
know,
thinks,
yeah.
maybe I didn't have enough to drink. I should head back there.
Probably. Well, that's what the supermarkets are for.
Yeah. Opening weekend free concert, the 8th of June, a free afternoon concert. Lots of seating for this one. It's Sky Loco that's going to perform. They have a 2024 new album called Shake Dreams from Your Hair, polished in kind of a versatile band. So that's the 8th of June, free concert, opening weekend. And then after that, into the summertime, Rhythm and Soul in Niagara Wine Country.
Yeah.
3 Sunday evenings. You'll have a chance to see the Junior Hardy Trio, a food truck there, wine, beer, rye, vodka, sangria. $10 in advance, $20 at the door for that.
Excellent.
And then all the different bands that are going to be playing later on. July 5th, Country Junkies. July 12th, the Figure 4 are going to be there. Steve Grisbrook on the 19th of July. Public House on the 20th. And then Jonesy comes in on the 9th of August, followed by the 16th of August. That's 70s Rock Show and Simply Hip at Hernder Estate Wines on August 23rd. So
Great lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably the best lineup in Niagara.
I think
For a
so.
summer series?
Oh, wow.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, it's always full.
Yeah.
They got a great stage. And again, you're outside. Bring your lawn chair.
Yeah,
or-
yeah. There's nothing
whatever.
better than being outside at a winery and enjoying good music.
Oh,
I know that
great
for a
summer
fact.
night, yeah.
Yeah, I know that for a fact.
Now, how would you like to have dinner while you enjoy blues downstairs at the club at Club Belvedere?
Well, you know how I feel about the blues, Pat Porter. I'm a big fan of live blues music, and I'm a big fan of having dinner during live blues music.
You know, Club Belvedere serves up a great dinner, too.
They sure do.
In Thorold.
Absolutely, yeah.
So this is Saturday, July 13th at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Get your tickets available at the club, $25. You can also go online at ticketscene.ca. Look for the Gypsy Blues Review featuring J.P. Soares and Ann Harris together. You don't want to miss that. That's going to be a lot of fun.
That's perfect.
Also coming on with us soon is going to be the TD Niagara Jazz Festival.
Yeah.
And that's going to be part of Blues with a... no, that's going to be at the...
Battlefield.
There you go.
Yes.
I know. Battlefield, they got a 3-day weekend coming
That's
up for
right.
Canada Day
Yeah.
weekend. They're going to be part of that as well. So, yeah, that's going to be in Thorold, and it's going to be a big party there, and that's free as well.
Absolutely, man. I can't wait. That's
Yeah.
what, Canada Day weekend, you think?
Canada Day weekend.
Yeah.
3 days. A lot of fun.
That's
wow.
perfect, yeah.
So there we go. We're talking to pretty well everybody there, and tonight, Blues with a Feeling. I'm getting all my blues events mixed up because there's so many.
There's a lot of blues happening, but the blues have definitely penetrated into the Niagara area, the Hamilton, Halton area as a big deal. And I think kind of the reason why.
Why is that?
I feel it's something different, Pat Porter, to offer. And I think that, you know, for me, I grew up like rock kind of music, 80s, 90s rock is what I like. And, of course, I've said this a number of times during many, many interviews, and I'm completely honest when I say these things. I don't care that it's on the air, and I don't care if I get hated. But we're kind of oversaturated with live bands in the Niagara region. Like it or not.
There's a lot.
You can see them on any street corner, but a lot of these bands, Pat, play what's called the Niagara set list. You know, where they play the same old ZZ Top song, any band could do it. They just play the same old Van Halen, any band can do it. There is a huge difference when you go in and see the blues live.
Yeah, these are songs that generally they write themselves.
They write themselves, and it sounds so damn good, and it sends shivers up your back as to how good it is. And you get that harmonica going, you get the guitar going, and you get some really, really good blues performers. And I think that little bit of a difference to the same old is why it's becoming so popular here in Niagara, especially over at Donley's, as we talk about. And tonight, Blues with a Feeling, that's the big one.
Headliner tonight, Steve Strongman.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play, we're going to play a big song from Steve that I played when he was on the show with me last week.
Right.
This is Honey by Steve Strongman.
My favorite one.
Here we go. 4680Q.
Don't you leave me like you always said you would. Honey, just give me a chance. I can show you about romance. Honey, I know that I can be good. Baby, you're gonna bleed me. Bleed me dry just like a stone. Every morning and sunrise, won't you lay right by my side? Honey, I know what's right and what's wrong.
Chief Strongman and Honey.
Right.
4680Q.ca. He's going to be the headliner tonight at Blues with the
I
Feeling.
cannot wait, Pat Porter. It's going to be a party in Hammer.
Yeah.
The Hammer tonight.
In the Hammer tonight, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Hamilton, yeah. So we got some others we'll play before we're done here with the show.
Yeah.
Something else, Jay, that we're cooking up here. We were asked to stop into Sessions on the River. This is the 8th of June.
Okay.
Which is coming up. Now,
Right.
I took this engagement without checking with you, first of all, so it's up to you. If you want to show up for a little bit, that's great. People want to see you. If not, they'll just get me.
I have some questions about this.
Okay,
Pat Porter.
yeah, okay, go ahead, what?
Now, if you want to sell the show off first before I ask these questions, then you go right ahead.
All right. Sam Lasco is coming as
Yes.
Caveman.
Yes.
He's the guy that played Caveman on the Trailer Park Boys.
Yes.
The 8th of June, of course, Saturday night, Sessions on the River. Chris Curry's place right down in Fort Erie. The official announcement came out the other day, and we got our pictures on the poster that they put out. So Joel Van Vliet is also going to be there as one of the comedians.
Right.
And it's going to be a good time. Derek Overholt is the guy that's putting this all together. And Sam, I talked to Sam Lasco too, and I said, Sam, I don't want to embarrass you if I put your picture up on social media. He says, well, go ahead. He says, that's my thing, being ugly and homely and the caveman. So
Yeah. No, now to answer your question, I'm going to go down to the show, even though I had a stag and doe that I was supposed to go to.
Yeah.
In Niagara-on-the-Lake,
you
but
come in for 5 minutes. I mean, people will mob you. That's
this
all.
is the question that I have, Pat Porter.
Yeah.
Is that, first of all, you have Sam Lasco. Now, is this
Sam Lasco.
This is a comedy show, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is what I mean about some of these things here. It doesn't actually say it's comedy. I'm just assuming that it's comedy.
All right, you got Sam Lasco and
this
you got
is
you
like
and I. What's it going to be?
Chris Curry doing the poster. Now, no slight on him, but Chris, listen to this. Okay, Sam Lasco of the Trailer Park Boys. So that's not. First of all, that's not the headlining Trailer Park Boys. That's not the three.
Yeah, Ricky and Bubbles and Julia.
Okay,
are the
so
headliners.
right.
Yeah.
Now, if this is a comedy show, Sam is headlining it. Opening the act is Chris MacArthur, and then the feature is Joel Van Vliet.
Yeah, he's been on Canada's Got Talent too.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, the host is Jacob Warburton Lester. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, he's hosting the event.
Right.
Now, it has us down as special guest Pat Porter and Jay Moore.
You know why?
That's why.
Because the host is going to get on stage. I haven't heard what he was done. I haven't seen his work yet.
No.
But if he gets up there and those jokes aren't funny, we're going to get up there. We're going to shove him off the stage.
Okay, well, that's what my question is. Am I supposed to have a set put together? Am
No,
I supposed to,
we'll do our thing.
What if the host is good? Then what do we do? Where do we fit in on this
Then
show?
we sit in the crowd and we wave.
Okay, so we're just being billed as special guests, but people are going to think we're comedians. The picture of you is in a studio.
Yeah.
The radio studio.
Yeah.
The picture of me is at the Hard Rock Cafe.
Yeah, that's right.
And I don't think people understand.
Jay, we can get on stage. We can talk for an hour, the
All
two
right.
of us.
All right.
So we'll get up there and we'll just talk about ourselves and do our thing. And we do this everywhere we go. We manage to entertain people without having jokes. We don't
Now,
tell jokes.
Do you realize that out there in the stand-up comedy industry, there is an actual Jay Moore with his name spelled M-O-H-R?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
No, I don't want people to think that this is false advertising.
This
that's
is
Jay
the
Moore.
infamous. They've
That's
got you
right.
down there as the infamous
They do not.
Jay Moore.
They have me as Jay Moore.
Ah, okay.
And
well,
literally, Chris Curry, who put this poster together, just took our profile pictures off our Facebook and put those on there. So
we're both good-looking guys. Hey, what's wrong with our picture? Put them up there.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're
So,
on the poster.
Just my
Our
question.
face is on the poster.
I just wanted to understand what we were doing as special
But we
guests.
don't do comedy like get up there and tell jokes like Jay Leno or
That's
Rodney
what I
Dangerfield.
mean, yeah.
No, we don't tell jokes. We get up there and we just talk about ourselves and we talk about the crowd and we talk about whatever comes to mind.
Yes.
And we can make it funny. It's not hard.
So the host is bringing
we
up,
just
and
talk
then we're
about
going to
real
bring the
life.
host back up.
We might
So
bring the host. we might get some audience members to come up there and
Oh, okay, that would be
interact
good.
with us as well.
Yeah, maybe.
But-
Hey, this is a great idea.
yeah.
We've had Jackie on many times before. Jackie the Joke Man Marley.
Yeah.
We have his book.
Yeah.
We got the jokes in that book.
Can't use those jokes anywhere.
Why not?
Oh, God.
Maybe we could play Stump the Joke Man, and just steal the act.
Well, maybe, but Jackie's jokes are like, I read them and they're funny, but they're socially unacceptable.
They're a lot funnier than Joel Van Vliet, no offense.
Well, we're gonna give Joel another chance.
yeah.
We worked with him at Christmas, just before Christmas,
Right.
with Brandy Ford,
Right.
who works at this radio station.
Yeah.
And we had a lot of fun. So,
If Brandy Ford's there that night, that will make my day.
well, we've done shows with Trinity, Gianna Harrison. Is that her name?
I don't remember her name,
Jenna?
but I had a great night with
Trinity.
And we pretty much closed that bar right down
I
in
know.
existence. I think we were the last act there at the T-Tour nightclub.
JDM Band was there with us, and also Rob Graham.
Rob
was there.
Graham, yeah, it was a Rob Graham production.
Yeah, and Trinity came up, and I know somebody took a video of us talking to Trinity.
Yeah.
And it was if people want to see that video, that's what we do. They can see that, and they can know what.
She also stole my
Jim
leather
wore.
jacket that night.
Did
Yeah.
she?
Yes, she did. Yes.
Well, you put it on her shoulders to keep her warm, or
Guess
something.
what?
right?
I never seen it again. So, Trinity, I'm after you.
And then Cyrus, Cyrus, the bad guy. You know Cyrus?
Cyrus the Virus?
From the show? Well,
No,
I don't know.
I didn't
He's
watch
played
that
by
show.
Bernard Robichaud.
Yeah.
And I've done a show with Cyrus before you came along, or
Yeah.
you were busy one night, and he's always a lot of fun as well. So Sam Losco, Cyrus, and Trinity, we've done these guys.
Yeah, and it's interesting. A good friend of mine, Sylvie Silver, actually dated one of those trailer park guys.
Really?
One of those old guys.
Yeah?
That I probably
Not Jim
caught one of them.
Leahy. He's passed on. He's gone now.
I don't remember. But I know that days before, I probably shouldn't advertise this, but I'm going to anyways. That days before, that guy that wears no shirt.
Oh, that's Randy.
Randy's at the warehouse.
Randy gets around.
A few days before that. Yeah, he gets around.
Yeah.
With his cheeseburger tour or
Oh,
something. Yeah. I don't
hey, he's
know.
got a gut, doesn't he?
Yeah. I know you love that show. I know you do.
It's a funny show, Trailer Park Boy. It's on all around the world now too,
Right.
because they syndicated that.
Right.
So they've got many seasons of that. And Sam Losco, who was the guy that played by Sam Tarasco as the caveman, he stopped in at the 420 Expo in Niagara Falls. This year. Actually, he's coming this year. April 20. No, April 20th. That's
Probably
over.
done
It's over
by
and
now.
done with.
Yeah.
April 20. He was there, signing autographs and taking selfies
Yeah.
and everything for a couple of hours. So, if you saw Sam Losco at that event, you'll see him again with us at 40 area
And
sessions on the river.
a very popular friend of mine, professional wrestler Cody Diener, has done a lot of live acts with the Trailer Park Boys.
Seriously?
At the shows, yes.
I didn't think Cody Diener had a sense of humor.
No, he gets it done. He's actually a better performer than they are. Yeah,
Well, he's a good guy with raising money for charities and for the
Oh, yeah,
kids
yeah,
and
all that stuff.
all this namby-pamby stuff. That I mean, you got to have that stuff. I mean, people got to raise
They all
money,
raise money,
for the
yeah.
kids.
Yeah, yeah.
Never forget the kids.
No, never forget the kids.
Hungry kids got to
Hey,
eat.
they're not gonna like me saying this, but it's an easy go-to, eh? To raise money for the kids, it's an easy
The kids.
go-to.
You do anything for the kids, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, fine. Here,
Exactly.
Here, I'll donate.
Yeah.
You say, well, this donation is half of it's going to my pocket, the other half's going somewhere else.
Yeah.
You-
Well, and
you get
and I
nothing.
know we're part of some of these fundraisers, and I see it a lot of times.
We
Like,
have never taken a dime from any of the fundraisers.
No, I don't
we've done.
care. No, I want to raise money for the fundraisers. Yeah, but I mean, there's a couple of those fundraisers where I'm gonna bring this up, and you may not like this, Pat. Porter,
go
but
ahead.
I'm gonna bring it up.
Yeah.
Constable Jay McCarthy, who you had on yesterday on your show.
He's now out on YouTube, and you can catch the whole podcast.
And that's what I wanted to talk about, because he's and this is the topic of what I was going to talk about. Is Jay McCarthy is a perfect example of this. Is he's a guy that is like raising money for these food banks?
Yeah.
Explain it, Pat. In
Okay,
short.
what he's doing, starting Monday,
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the police force, the constables, are going out to different grocery stores. They've got 3 every day that they're
Yeah.
going to do. So on Monday, they're doing 3. On Tuesday, they're doing 3, right through on Wednesday. So I think they've got 12 or 13 altogether. 'Cause
Right.
They've added Newark neighbors in Niagara on the Lake, so that's going to be Thursday.
Right. Now-
So anyway, they go out there, and they set up with their bin, and 3 cops, police officers,
Yeah.
stand in front of the store.
I know.
And when
You're
you're going
nervous.
for your groceries, you come out, they talk to you, how you doing, nice day, if you want, you can throw something in, food into the bin,
Yeah.
or they'll take cash donations as well. It all goes to that particular food bank that particular store wants it to go to.
Okay.
So yeah, like what's the one in St. Catharines and Thorold? That's community care, right?
Community care, sure, yeah.
So when they're in St. Catharines, the money goes to community care.
Yeah.
When they're in Niagara Falls, the money goes to Project Share.
Right.
When they're in Niagara on the Lake, it goes to Newark Neighbors.
Right.
Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yes.
And so they raise thousands and thousands of dollars, and they have these giant trucks they use to haul the food. And these police officers have to do the work. They have to load it in the truck and then take it out to the food bank, and it's on their own time. They're not getting paid while they're doing this. It's
Okay,
their
that
own
was my
time.
question. I was wondering about that because when I heard Constable Jay McCarthy yesterday on your show, which is in the archives already
Yeah.
on YouTube, the picture of it is in front of the sign that you don't like your picture taken in front
I
of.
had my picture taken with them.
Yeah. Well, the thing is with Jay McCarthy, he's just, when I heard the show yesterday, I was like, okay, and I know he's been on the classic rock station before. I'm like, is this guy doing this because he wants to be the spokesperson for all these food banks? Because it just seems like he's the one, and he put it out there on the interview yesterday. He said out of his own words that I don't get an opportunity to do a lot of the work, but I'm the media guy, I'm a talker, and I'm like, oh, okay, so this guy wants to do all the interviews. And is this so at the end of their career that they just...
No, I can explain all that to you.
Okay, all right, please.
Constable Jay McCarthy did not even become a police officer until he was 35.
Oh.
All right?
Yeah.
So I would guess he's probably 45. I don't know. Maybe he'll laugh at that. I don't know how old he is, but he's not that old.
Yeah.
And when he does all this, it's on his own time at night, on the weekends. He puts
Okay.
all this. He organizes this stuff.
Okay.
And he makes his phone calls and sends his emails.
Yes.
And it's all on the weekend or at night or when he's on vacation.
Yes.
He doesn't do this. He actually patrols in St. Catharines for his full-time job as
Okay.
a police officer.
So all of these cops that are doing this in front of these stores, it's all on their own time.
It's on their own time.
Okay.
Because he even brought that up, I think, before we got on the air. He said, a lot of people think that we're getting paid to stand in front of the store. And he says, that's not true. He says, we do this on our own time.
Yeah.
He says, if anybody wants to volunteer, and they have about a dozen or more police officers that volunteer.
Yes.
He says, they do it when they have time off. They don't do it while they're getting paid,
No, I'm glad you clarified that
Yeah.
because when I listened to the whole interview yesterday, I'm like, when does this guy do actual work?
Well, that's what
When
he
does he
does.
take 'em down,
Police officers generally work 4 days on for 12 hours and then 4 days off for 12 hours.
All right.
So they have 4 days on for 12 hours. They work right through.
Okay.
And then they have 4 days off, so they can do whatever they want on their time off.
Perfect.
So that's how it is. And nobody's getting paid to do any of this.
Okay.
He said the only thing that they might get is somebody will show up with a box of Timbits for him.
Some Timbits.
Yeah, donuts. So he says they happily take their donation
Right.
of Timbits, and
Yeah.
somebody brings them a coffee, and they thank you very much.
Yeah,
And-
coffee and
okay,
donuts
so they
for
made
coffee.
themselves, what, $5 worth of Timbits and a coffee?
Well, we all know that cops like donuts.
Well, they like donuts. If you see them
Right.
at any of these grocery stores, stop by first and get them a box of Timbits and
Yeah.
tell them that you heard it with Pat and Jay.
Yeah,
That they like the donuts.
Yeah, and I apologize, Jay McCarthy, if you don't like it. I was just a couple questions.
Well,
I
it's
had.
a valid
It's just
question.
A couple questions.
It's valid.
I don't want to get pulled over. I don't want to get arrested. But I know that some of these guys, like in the police force, they have these setups where they teach you how to do like Jackson Jarvis, the professional
yeah.
that you don't like.
I like the guy.
He's a cop.
Yeah,
and that's
full-time
what they do.
job.
Yeah, full time job. And I probably shouldn't say that on air, but hey, what difference does it make?
Yeah.
he's a cop. And the professional, he probably does it a lot better than Jay McCarthy because he's a professional actor. He's been in Murdoch Mysteries. He's been in pro wrestling,
Yeah.
And so he knows how to do that stuff, work the camera, work the
Sure he
microphone,
does,
you
yeah.
know? Yeah.
Well, Constable
I'll stop
McCarthy,
there.
he towers over me. So we had the picture taken yesterday in front of the logo here at the radio station.
Right.
And I'm 5'10".
Right.
So I'm moderately tall, but not tall.
Right.
So I said to him, before the picture, I said, Jay, you can take the selfie. I said, but don't stand and make me look like a midget. I mean, bend down a little bit,
Yeah.
Because I've had pictures taken with him where I'm standing next to him. It looks like I'm standing in a hole.
Yeah. Yeah.
The guy is so big and
Yeah.
strong and tall. And,
A lot of freckles on that face, I noticed.
well, he's got red hair. Yeah, he's a ginger,
He's
he
a
calls
ginger,
himself.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. They went to Post Cereals here in Niagara Falls.
Right.
And they got a huge donation. They've done this for a number of years now. not just a dozen boxes of cereal.
Yeah, a couple skids.
Skids. Yeah, skids. And they get that every year from Post Cereals for their donation to the food bank.
Yeah,
So,
perfectly done. I wish
Yeah.
I had that once in my life. The price of cereal nowadays is ridiculous. Pat
well, you
Ford.
eat a lot of cereal?
Not anymore. It's too much money.
Well, I'll bring you a box of Cocoa Puffs.
You know, the thing is, I don't know what Post. I mean, I'm sure I can Google some of the brands, but I like a few different things. I like, and I know these aren't all Post products, but I like Fruit Loops. I like Rice Krispies. I like Honey Nut Cheerios.
Oh, yeah.
But they're all about $12 a box now.
Is that much? That
Yeah,
much? Wow.
And then, so I went down as I always used to complain about Tim Hortons on Lake Street and Lakeshore all the time on this particular program. It was horrible service. They always gave me a bacon breakfast sandwich on an English muffin with a medium double and hash brown. That was $8.25. If you order, here's a pro tip for you. If you order a Simply Sausage on an English muffin, no
Yeah.
egg,
Yeah.
it's called a Simply Sausage. It reduces that combo down to $6.25, I
No
believe.
kidding.
So that's my go-to breakfast. That's making me so
Well, you know what I
unhealthy.
do?
All my arteries are going exploding. And
I like to go through the drive-through occasionally, and I like certain brands of hamburger.
yeah,
But I don't want a combo all the time.
yeah, that's another thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You give your order, say, I'll have this particular burger.
I know.
And somebody yells out right away, is that going to be a combo?
Yeah.
No.
I would have
Listen,
said.
pay attention. Listen to me. I'll give you my order, okay?
Right.
I give them the hamburger. I'll have the hamburger, and I want it done with no pickle or whatever,
Yeah.
to my specifications, because I'm a paying customer. So don't screw it up.
Yes.
So here, listen carefully. I don't want any French fries.
Yes.
I'll have a salad with that.
Yeah.
And as far as the drink goes, no, I don't want a giant Pepsi or Coke or whatever. You know,
Carbonated.
I want food that's good for me.
Right.
So then I'll take the burger. Excuse me.
Yeah. You'll take everything off.
Yeah,
the
I
burger.
cough. No, I don't take things off. I take the buns and I throw the buns out.
Oh, the buns out. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're too much bread. Like,
Yeah.
don't fill me up with bread. I
No, a
want
lot of the
meat.
restaurants
I want
do that.
protein.
A lot of the restaurants do that. They take they'll buy a Big Mac because sometimes late at night these restaurants are the only ones that are open at 2
Yeah,
a.m. at McDonald's. But they'll take everything off of it and just eat it. They just eat the meat.
Yeah.
Yeah, no bun, none of that stuff. They
Yeah, I
just
don't want
strip
that
it, yeah.
bun. When I was a kid, I shove all that
all
down my
fat.
throat. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's all fat and sugar, and
Right.
it's not good for you. Too much gluten, and
That's it, yeah.
it does a trick on your guts. So
Yeah.
I don't need to trick my body.
No, the
Yeah.
only thing that it's good for is it absorbs the alcohol when you're drunk. Eh?
Well-
That's about it.
Yeah, that doesn't happen too often.
No, not to you.
But that's my speech on fast food.
Yeah, I think the fast food, the drive-through, is pretty much going the way of radio and the newspapers, and it's almost becoming ancient history where you have to have your order online so it's documented. Yeah, nobody wants to do that, including me. I hate that I have to go to my phone and go through the menu and order everything online so it's all documented. You want this, you want that. So you're doing all the work, and you're paying more money than what food used to be to do all the work. And it just seems like that's what you need to do if you want your order exact. And even then, you got to check the bag.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You
It doesn't
know?
matter. You're done.
Yeah.
You got what you didn't want anyway.
And how many times, Pat, have you gotten through the drive-through and your order was wrong? You didn't check the bag.
Oh, half the time.
And you don't want to go back because
No.
it's just ridiculous. So you just eat someone else's garbage that you didn't want to buy. You know?
Well, here's the routine. You
Yeah.
pull up to the squawk box, and there's a big menu there that would take you 15 minutes to read just to see what's all on the menu, right?
That's right.
So if you don't know what you want,
You have
you're
to know
looking around
beforehand, yeah.
Yeah. And as soon as you pull up, what can I get for you?
Yeah.
Well, geez, give me 15 minutes to read your menu, and then
Yeah.
I'll tell you. But you can't do that, eh? you can't take the time to do that. So
No.
you spit out what you don't really want.
In fact, before you go further, the people that do that read the menu, and I'm behind them, they really piss me off. Yeah, I mean, it takes
Yeah,
too long.
I know.
It takes too long.
They should go inside.
I know you do that. I know you got to read the entire menu
No,
before you make a decision.
I usually know what I want.
All right.
It's something very brief.
Yeah.
Like, I just want them to get it right.
Yeah, no, you ain't getting it right.
That's it. You can get it right, you know.
You're not getting it
I don't
right.
want a combo.
No.
And I pull up, and then they throw it out the window at you.
Yeah.
And I said, thank you. And they're looking the other way by that time.
Yeah.
So customer service, not happening.
No, it's not happening. First of all, you get your food wrong. Here's another little quick one that I hate. I hate this. I use my debit card for all of it because it's easier than pulling out change because everybody knows that they don't want to deal with change and money. And
Right.
it's just easier to hit the card, tap the card, or whatever they do now.
Yeah.
Because I want to get through the drive-thru quick. A, I got things to do, but B, I don't want to be that loser that is in the drive-thru for 15, 20 minutes holding up the line.
Yeah.
So I tap it. But one thing that I hate about that is now that they got the tap machine, what do you call that? The debit machine.
Yeah.
Now since COVID, they put it on these hockey sticks, as you know, and they stick it in your face.
Right, yeah.
They stick it so high that you can't. I always like, because I don't trust Pat Porter, some of these employees. I want to see the price on the debit machine. I want to see that it's $8.25. I want to see it's $12.25 because I don't know what these idiots are punching in the machine. And then they give you the machine over top of your head so that you're just hitting the card and you can't see the price of it. And I hate that. I want to pull the machine down so where I can read it. But if you do that, of course, someone's going to say, oh, this person was rude to me. This person was violent.
Do it anyway.
They blast you on Facebook.
Maybe
and
it'll
social
teach him a
media.
lesson,
No, you know what? We lose in the end. We lose in the end because we're rude to people. It's the culture. You
Well,
know?
I
If somebody
guess.
yelled at me at the squawk box or something like that. And I'm sick of it, man. I just want to eat a lot of times, and I'm a big fast food connoisseur because I don't like to cook my own food. I just want. And I order very simply, Pat.
Yeah.
I don't add anything to my combo. I don't tell them to take anything off. I take the combo.
Whatever the combo is, you take it.
That's it. Give
Yeah.
me this combo. Your combo that you created that's on your menu. Your combo. Nothing has changed on the combo. And they get it wrong.
Well, yeah.
They get it wrong.
I don't know what their problem is. They got a problem somehow. They can't figure out how to
I think
do a
most of
simple
these people
job.
are young. Most of these kids are gamers. Most of these kids are smoking a bong all night long.
They're not paying attention.
They're not
are they?
paying attention, and it's just failure
You
as a
go
society.
into a restaurant, you sit down at a table, and the waitress comes by and takes your order.
Yeah.
I give it very precisely. I speak very clearly.
Yeah.
This is what I want.
Right.
Write this down.
Right.
Don't try to remember 4 different people's menus.
Write it down. Yeah.
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 When it comes back, I make sure that it's the food is hot. If it's not, well, take it back.
Yeah.
It's cold. Heat it up. If they got the wrong thing, well, I'll mention, with a smile on my face, you got it wrong. Can I have this instead?
Sure.
And usually they're pretty good about it.
Yeah, usually, yeah.
But, they wouldn't have that problem if they only paid attention. Focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sounded more and more like my father every day. Yeah,
Well,
you really are. That's exactly what he would
We're of the
say.
same vintage.
That's what he would exactly say. So
Pay attention.
pay
folks.
attention. That's all we're asking everybody is to pay attention.
Yeah, it doesn't happen much anymore.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
And you're almost afraid to complain too much.
I'm not.
Yeah, well, that's what makes me nervous about complaining too much.
Yeah.
Is they're gonna spit in your food after in the kitchen or do something
Yeah,
dirty
that's
to your
right.
food
They
and
probably
send it
will.
out. Yeah, exactly. So
Of course, you don't know what part of the hamburger they spit on, so
no, I don't.
you can't taste it.
So you kind of gotta like be polite or whatever. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's just a thing, Pat. I don't know. We got back on the fast food thing again. Like we've done this.
Here's another just one more thing on the fast food. And this always amazes me because
All right.
I used to work early in the morning, at the classic rock radio station. Sometimes I'd work early, and I didn't want to, make a coffee.
Yeah.
So I'd pull over into the, fast food. Everybody knows Timmy's.
Yeah.
and, okay, I'll have a coffee. Okay, fine. But if I have time, if I don't have to be to work first thing in the morning, I make my own coffee at home.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'll have 2 cups of coffee. I'll sit and I'll think, and I'll look at my phone. I'll read my emails. I'll
Yeah.
check things out, and then I go to work. But, I'm amazed at people that are lined up 15 cars deep.
Oh yeah.
To have a coffee. They could have made a dozen coffees at home before they left.
I'm guilty. Ashley is not. She makes her own coffee.
Yeah.
She never goes into Tim Hortons unless it's an occasion like a weekend or
Yeah,
something.
now and then, yeah.
And even that is usually me asking. But I never ever.
You don't want to make your coffee in the morning?
You know the thing is with me is Pat is I got a real bad habit of being on the road in the years doing wrestling, where we just got up and went to the next town. We drove to the next town.
Yeah.
I didn't buy groceries. I don't know how to cook, and I don't even care to learn.
No,
I
me
don't
neither.
want to. And I just think there's enough food out there to buy that I can just buy it already cooked. And when I
Yeah.
compare prices to the grocery stores, even in no frills, it becomes a couple $100 I'm walking out with getting food, where through the week I can get by on $100. Going to fast food.
What's your
getting-
time worth anyway if you're preparing all that food?
That's the other thing. And then I got to store it. I got to keep it in my fridge.
Yeah.
I don't need nothing. I don't need to buy coffee. I don't need to buy food. I just, when I'm hungry, I go somewhere.
Right.
Now, there's been a couple occasions where I've been stuck out in the woods, and I'm starving, But by and large, you get food around here everywhere,
Yeah.
and it's at a premium price. But you don't have to pay those premium prices. That's why I gave the pro tip on the Simply sausage on an English muffin with no egg.
Right, yeah.
The egg is expensive, eh?
Yeah.
And I hope that people don't, like, from Tim Hortons, listen to this and say, okay, well, we're going to fix this guy and raise the price, and there's going to be no more
They
Simply
don't know
sausage.
it's us when we're pulling in the line. They can't tell.
I hope not.
We'll wear our sunglasses and keep our head down.
I feel like they could tell with me, because there's been times that I've complained on this show before, and they've gone
Well,
out
you know
of their
why?
way to make it worse for me. They've gone out of their way because I specifically,
you are a well-known, well-recognized character.
and I always pinpoint Lakeshore and Lake and St.
Yeah?
Catharines as the enemy,
Yeah,
and I don't
they
want
probably
them to
got
be
the radio on.
I don't want them to be the enemy. I love going to that location.
Yeah.
But you got to get new staff.
Yeah,
The
well.
whole new staff. It needs to be
Dump
completely
them all. Get
Dump
new staff
them
at all
all,
those
yes.
locations. But
And I could go way further with
your
this.
Your voice is very distinctive too.
Yeah, they understand it on the Squawk
the
Box.
minute you get on the Squawk Box, it is, hey, Jay Moore's out there, and then they all go to the window to have a peek.
I keep it to a minimum.
Yeah,
I keep it to a minimum. I don't.
but
do
you
it-
can't disguise your voice.
I don't converse on there. I say I simply sausage on an English muffin, and this is the other thing. You can't say this combo 1, 2, 3, whatever it is. You gotta say each piece.
Yeah.
Simply sausage on an English muffin with the medium double and a hash brown. And sometimes you get the hash brown, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you get it with a wrapper, sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
Most times you don't.
You know, another thing, you always get 5 packs of ketchup, whether you want it or
A
not.
lot of times I get no ketchup.
Oh, I
don't
always
want
get
ketchup.
I get ketchup. No matter what I buy, they throw ketchup in.
Well, where are you going? Because I never get it.
Whether I go to KFC, whether I go to Wendy's, whether I go to McDonald's, whether I go to Burger King.
Wow.
Ketchup.
I
I
never
don't
get
need
it.
ketchup.
I never get it. I always want ketchup because the fries are so
I'll give you
boring.
my ketchup. I'll
The
save it
fries
for
are
you.
so boring when you get no ketchup. It's so
But I
awful taste.
ask for salt. Do you have any extra salt? And they look at you like you're crazy. Like,
yeah.
salt?
Yeah.
Yeah, salt. Yeah, put it in the bag.
Sure, and they give you a little packet of salt that's got
Oh,
like
yeah, three little
strands in it.
kernels of salt in there. Yeah, now, come on, give me some salt.
I know.
Or they'll give you salt and pepper. No, I don't want pepper. I want salt.
I think in general, the synopsis of all this is we hate all fast food employees.
There you go.
I think so. I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Hey, you want to play another song?
Might as well.
All right.
We've done enough of this fast food talk.
We're getting it. We're getting the word out
The
there so
audience
people
is
know.
probably gone by now. Yeah.
No, they probably agree with us, and they're nodding their head.
I hope so, yeah.
these guys have it right. They
Yeah.
know what they're talking about. So
Yeah.
So for
Except
sure.
for the people where their kids are working at these fast food establishments.
Get another job. Yeah. All right. Let's play something by Brant Parker, who's going to be tonight opening up at
Sounds good.
Leander Boat Club when we're down there tonight at 8 o'clock for the show starter. Here's Double Trouble, Brant Parker and the Blues Band. Live from the Canal Bank Shuffle.
Some of this generation's being had. I can't eat, keep these close away.
Plug for the Leander. Sorry, the mics are on.
Yeah, that's okay. That's Canal Bank Shuffle Music, their Brad Parker band.
Yeah.
He's going to be entertaining tonight with Steve Strongman and Carlos Del Junca on the harmonica.
Looking forward to it, and that's what I was trying to tell you, Pat Porter, because I know the show is coming to an end, and I just kind of wanted to put another quick plug in there for the people that tuned in last minute, because a lot of people got excited and started emailing when we were talking about the fast food. There's a ton of
Right.
email
Yeah.
that's coming here. So for the new listeners, just letting you know that we're at the Leander Boat Club tonight, and it starts at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And great lineup of blues. I think this is the best lineup they've ever had, really.
Yeah.
Except for the shows that Sonny Del Rio was on. Was
Well,
great.
Sonny's great.
You
yeah.
know.
He'll probably be there tonight.
Tommy Gunn was great as well.
Yeah.
But this one, Steve Strongman headlining it. Check out Steve Strongman. He's on YouTube. He's everywhere. He's on all the platforms.
yeah.
Great music. And we played his song earlier today. 3-time Juno Award winner, which is impressive. And of course, Bram Parker, which you just heard, a Niagara legend. And quite frankly, he's played all over North America as well.
Yeah.
And
For
that's
sure.
it. You're
So we're going to
cueing me
be
out of
there
here.
on stage.
Yeah.
That's the big reason to go to see us, right?
Okay, yeah, I'm happy with that.
Infamous Jay Moore and Pat Porter on stage, Leander Boat Club tonight. We're back on Tuesday night. And after that, we're back, my show on Friday, us together on Saturday next week.
Yeah, it's a choppy week, but we fill it in on our own shows. And
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day!
Here's the King Biscuit Boy. Biscuits Boogie, 4680q.ca.
So good. I wanna boogie. I wanna boogie till the break of day. You know I boogie last night, the night before. Coming this house, I wanna boogie some more. We got the boogie. We got the boogie till the break of day. You know, Mama did the boogie, Papa done too. Nobody's boogieing like me and you. We got the boogie, we got the boogie till the break of day. No! Oh, yeah. I hear you talking. Lord, 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 I must have the boogie disease. The doctor said I might get better, but I'll never get well. I'm gonna boogie for the doctor, gonna boogie for the nurse. I'm gonna keep on boogieing till they roll me in a hearse. Got boogie, got boogie. Hey, hey. You know, just the other day, I was walking down Young Street, me and a friend of mine. Heard everybody talking about the Cocktail Tavern.